Sell as is or process further decision problem 3. Fruit Computer Company makes a fruit-themed computer. Variable costs are $200 per unit and fixed costs are $30,000 per month. Fruit Computer Company sells 400 units per month at a sales price of $300. The company believes that it can increase the price if the computer quality is upgraded. If so, the variable cost will increase to $230 per unit and the fixed cost will rise by 25%. The CEO wishes to increase the company's operating income by 10%. Which sales price level will give the desired results? We've got one of our favorites, sell versus process further. Sell as is, I should say, versus process further. So the CEO wishes to increase the company's operating income by 10%. In comparison, if we're going to process further, the CEO, if they're going to do this, they want to get 10% increase in operating income. We have the information for currently what the fruit-themed computers are selling at. We're told the variable costs are $200 per unit. Fixed costs are $30,000 per month. They're selling currently 400 units at $300 each. That is the sell as is current situation. Again, the company believes they can increase the price of computer by doing upgrades. That's what the processing further is. Maybe they do something by, adding an additional chip, turbo speed, faster processor, whatever it is. Putting in the works, putting in some software, putting some bright lights on it, some LED lights, making it look cooler, whatever it is, they're trying to increase the quality by upgrading. Again, CEO wishes to increase company's operating income by 10%. Starting point is we're going to look at by selling as is. If we sell as is, what is our operating income? Because we're going to need to increase that by 1.10 or 110%, an increase of 10%. Let's start with that. Let's start with the calculating the operating income. So operating income, we just take revenue or sales minus our variable cost minus our fixed cost, and that gives us operating income. We're going to need to calculate that again to determine, again, this increase. For revenue, we're selling 400 units, so 400 units, and we're selling them at $300 per unit. That's going to give us $120,000. $120,000. We're going to subtract away the variable costs. Again, 400 units, that's what we're using this. And the variable cost is $200 per unit. So $200 per unit. That's going to be, subtract away $80,000. Fixed costs, we're told, are $30,000 per month. And again, we're doing this on a monthly basis. So we just bring that over. So we subtract away the $30,000 of fixed costs. We get our operating income. The operating income is going to be $10,000. $10,000 of operating income. So step 1, calculate operating income. Step 2, we're going to bring over the operating income. We're going to bring it over in step 2 to the process further. So process further. We're going to bring over that operating income and set it equal to 10,000 times 1.10. 1.10, which is going to equal $11,000. $11,000. Again, because the question is saying the CEO wishes to increase the company's operating income by 10%. So that's 1.10. We increase over 100, right? So if it was 20% increase, it'd be 1.20. We're going to set the operating income equal to $11,000. That is a 10% increase in operating income. Then from there, we're going to fill in what we have. We're told the company believes it can increase the price of computer if it upgrades, and the variable cost will increase to $230 per unit. So we can go ahead and fill that in. It's going to be 400. Put a little line here. 400 at 230. 400 at 230 equals $92,000. Our fixed costs, we're told, will rise by 25%. So we take 30,000 times 1.25, and that's going to equal 37,500. And then what we're solving for, what sales price level would give rise to the desired results, or would give the desired result. That's what I meant. Sorry, would give the desired result, and it's going to be when it's the sales price, they mean per unit. Keep that in mind because we're told per unit, so we need to put it in that same measure. That's what we're solving for. Sales, we don't know. So just going back over what we've done so far. Step 1, calculate operating income as sell as is. Step 2, we need to increase our operating income by the percentage we're told. Step 3, we then set that as the operating income and we work backwards. Step 4, we're going to solve for sales. And the way we're going to do that and putting in our equation, I'll do a little equation down here at the bottom. Again, our operating income is going to be $11,000. $11,000, and that's going to equal our sales, which we do not know, minus 92,000 minus $37,500. And using simple algebra, we're going to add 92,000 to one side, cross that out. We're going to add, to both sides, add 37,500 to both sides. So we're going to go ahead and add those two numbers onto 11,000. And we're going to get, so this is what our sales are going to equal. Sales will equal, let's do some a little adding here, $140,500. That's our total sales. So step 4 is to get the sales. We've got $140,500. And finally, the last step in this question, step 5, we're going to take the $140,500 that we just calculate that, and we're going to divide that by the number of units sold, 400 units. Put a little line up here. And we're going to get the price per unit, $351.25 per unit, and that is our answer. So again, to revisit everything and summarize, step 1, we calculate the operating income under sell as is. We have the information to do that. Step 2, we adjust that operating income by the 10% increase that the CEO wishes to have. Step 3, we're going to set that equal to the operating income, that amount. Step 4, we then go backwards, getting the sales, and we fill in the variable costs, the fixed costs, which we got $140,500 the total sales. In step 5, because we're looking for the sales price amount per unit, we take $140,500 total sales divided by the 400 units that are being sold, and we get $351.25 per unit. A really good question to go through looking at sell as is versus process further.